It's a grand old time in the space age. Gather round, let's sing to the void. Come orbit round the banjo. Set your space gun to enjoy. Ain't you heard down there is some nice software, but there ain't no fence where we have no air. Come have a grand old time in the space age. Gather round, let's sing to the void. Come on, boys. Yeehaw! Welcome to Grand Olde Time in the Space Age. I'm Cascade Cody, Kyle Alan Hobbs. Take it.
In South Carolina, there are many tall pines. I remember the oak tree that we used to climb, but now when I'm lonesome, I always pretend that I'm getting the feel of hickory wind. I've started out younger, had most everything, all the riches and pleasures. What else can life bring that makes me feel better each time it begins? Calling me home, hickory wind. Take it, Cody. It's a hard way to find out that trouble is real in a faraway city with a faraway feel that makes me feel better each time it begins. Calling me home, hickory wind keeps calling me home, hickory wind.
Beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful. Kyle Alan Hobbs and the Kyle's Cosmic Country Band. How are you today, sir?
We're doing great. I'm doing great. I assume these two Gents are doing great.
What's the names of these two beautiful gents you
These
got?
beautiful
around here?
gents. The one to my right, this is Cody Coombs.
Brother Cody.
Brother Cody.
Yeah, Brother Cody.
Pedal steel dobro aficionado. Master over here. So we're lucky to have him.
And who's this handsome fella right here?
This handsome fella right here is Sean Obringer. So he's the bass guitarist for us, and he's a shredder and a recording and mixing engineer. This man wears many hats.
He's
most
also
definitely
the bass player for a metal band, right?
He's a lead guitarist.
That's right.
So
I've seen you guys play before. I should have known that.
So he's the lead guitarist in a metal band. So a country bass is almost the complete polar opposite.
He could do this in his sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's challenging because he tries to shred the gnar, but he can't. No.
Tell us a little bit about. Tell us a little bit about that song that you were playing.
Hickory Wind. So that was a song written by the great Graham Parsons, a singer-songwriter, and that was recorded with the Byrds on their kind of country rock classic called Sweetheart of the Rodeo. And that album is very transformative for a lot of people, kind of bringing them into the Americana country fold, as it were. And that's how it worked for me. So I was really into psychedelic rock and things like Beatles and the Kinks and the Byrds, and then that led me to when they went country, and then I went country. They pulled me right down with them, the Byrds there. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, speaking of psychedelic rock, what is your favorite out of genre song? And anybody can chime in here if they got an interesting answer.
Like non-country.
Non-country, yes sir.
Shit. Well, if we're talking psychedelic rock, Shine On You Crazy Diamond comes to mind,
Want to give us a little bit of it?
Oh, Shine On You Crazy Diamond? I don't even remember the little tritone little riff thing that David Gilmour does at the beginning of it.
Oh, so the answer is no.
So no, I don't want to, and I don't actually even know how to play it.
We are all about consent here on Grand Olde Time at the Space Age. I'll tell you what.
But yeah.
That's awesome. So you're going to play for us another song. Awesome. Yeah. That's great. Do you have another one that you'd like to play then?
We've got lots of other songs.
I mean, an out-of-genre favorite song. What, Cody? Brother Cody, what's your out-of-genre favorite song?
What's your out-of-genre, Cody?
Yeah, you look like a guy that only listens to country music.
Country's good. You got rock too.
Yeah.
I can help you. The Beatles. There's a lot of Beatles.
You like
that
the Beatles?
I love the Beatles. They're actually my favorite band.
What?
Period. More than any country band, even.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Americana. Are you?
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of Americana songs. Yeah. Exactly. 'Cause they were about that money.
Yeah.
Making that Skrilla, and that's what we're about in America. So
that's what we're about.
That's why they were so well embraced here, I think.
Favorite Beatles song, and then let's move on to the next tune.
Well, it depends on the era, man. But
favorite Beatles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right.
There you go.
I'm not gonna make a fool of myself and try to do Strawberry Fields Forever, but that's probably my favorite.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's real nice.
Boat on a river,
That is a good tune. You're absolutely right. So the next song you're going to be playing, it's listed here on my list, is Twang song.
Oh yes.
So tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, I'd love to. So the Twang song is what I like to call it, and it's a bit about my affinity for all things musically twangy. So once I, was brought into said country fold by the Byrds, I just kind of fell in love with that twangy bridge pickup Telecaster sound or Strat pickup, but it's got to be on the bridge. You don't need a fucking neck pickup ever in music. I don't know, that might be an exaggeration, but I do like the real twangy thin, like Buck Owens, that Bakersfield sound.
If you got a humbucker in your guitar, you're weak.
Yeah, you better
Yeah.
The fuck out of here.
Then
You know
throw
what I'm
it away.
saying? No, single coil all the way. So Buck Owens, he's pioneered this thing they call the Bakersfield sound, which is kind of this hard edge, kind of influenced by rockabilly, rock and roll, but it's kind of rootsy country too. And it's all about really trebly sounding guitars that just kind of cut through in the mix. I think is the most gorgeous sound.
That's a nice
Mhm.
tone, nice
and pedal
sound.
steel. And pedal steel is a big part of that sound.
Well,
as
it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that twang.
Exactly. So let me show you this one. Ready? One. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I was a boy, the boy bands reigned supreme, but I wasn't the right kind of boy, if you know what I mean. I wasn't smooth, no cool clothes, nor confidence, but an old man gave me this guitar, and this is what he said: it ain't worth a thing if it don't got that twang. Now I know I'm behind the times, but a steel guitar still blows my mind. Don't understand your futuristic sound. Waiting in line, it occurred to me that playing on the radio would sound smooth as Kenny G. Expertly performed, recorded, and mixed, apparently without a soul, so to speak. It was just floating there, not moving me. I began to wonder the trouble, and it occurred to me that it ain't worth a thing if it don't got that twang. Now I know he can sing real smooth, but it takes a broken heart to speak the truth. So I'll take my honky-tonks any night. Walking around, trying to find some eats, and outside a fancy restaurant, dude as smooth as can be. I'm talking like Rob Thomas, Santana too. Now I don't care who you are, that's pretty goddamn smooth, but it ain't worth a thing if it don't got that twang. Now I know I'm behind the times, but a steel guitar still blows my mind. So I'll take my honky-tonks any night. It ain't worth a thing if it don't got that twang. Now I know he can sing real smooth, but it takes a broken heart to speak the truth. So I'll take my honky-tonks any night. Thank you.
Woo! It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that twang.
I mean a thing.
It don't mean a thing.
Yeah.
It's not thing. It's not
Right.
thing. It's thing.
Right. Thangin'.
I love that line at the beginning of that song where it's like, I wasn't the right kind of boy.
That's right.
That boy ain't right.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Boy,
Gender roles and expectations and all that kind of shit.
That's a great song. So speaking of great songs, what song made you want to play country music? Was it that first one? Was it Hickory Wind?
Hickory Wind was definitely one of them. I think there was there's a cover on that same Sweetheart of the Rodeo album, and I don't think it was country originally. I forget. There's like an R&B artist, somebody who did it, but it's called You Don't Miss Your Water Until Your Well Runs Dry.
Oh.
Beautiful song. And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, really beautiful. The lyrics just really touched me, and that's kind of helped me to start understand about country music, right? Because a lot of folks, I mean, nowadays country's blown up huge, but a lot of people think it's just kind of like redneck hick music, and it's like really simple musically, but it's not. I mean, there's a lot of different types of country, of course, but even the stuff that's sonically kind of simple 3-chord stuff, there's a lot of harmonic gnar going on, a lot of really cool stuff. So
country's blowing up right now, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of people playing some weird variations of what
that's being labeled as country. That's a
being
fair
labeled
point.
as country. Speaking of which, it's time for my friend, the Imaginary Cowboy. Thank you, Imaginary Cowboy. That was just amazing.
That was crazy.
That was.
I didn't know there was gonna be nudity.
No, I didn't either, man.
Shit.
That Walker, man, he'll surprise you.
You think when you're in low Earth orbit, you won't get flashed.
Well, he's the Imaginary Cowboy.
I see. Yeah.
So you can imagine what he has.
Yeah. I don't have to imagine anymore because I just saw it. But
I just saw it.
I'll never unsee that.
All right. Well, you're going to play another song here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
For sure. So this next song here, short backstory behind it is that when I'm not honky tonking it, being soon to be country star, when I'm not doing this musical thing, I'm a teacher, and I teach up in Linden, and I teach a lot of homeschool children. And on one particular school day, a second grader told me, he pointed to a picture of a person sitting cross-legged and meditating, basically. And he said, "Mr. Hobbs, did you know that if you do that, if you sit with your legs crossed and close your eyes and put out your hands, then the devil or Satan can actually come into your body and then possess you. Wow. So, don't do that, Mr. Hobbs." And and so that was quite a moment when I heard him say that, and I couldn't. Yeah, perhaps. And so there's a lot of different views about religion, and so I couldn't really get that idea out of my head, and thinking about how one person's religious practices might, in their mind, be leading to enlightenment, but then to another person's mind, it's leading to their damnation.
Right. And this song is available on.
It is.
On
Thank
all the
you.
platforms,
Yeah.
right?
So this is our second single, and it's out now. It's on all streaming platforms. And it's called "Exorcism of an Angel."
I remember we took the photos for
That's
this
right.
guy.
Yeah. So actually, Cody.
It was we went out to a cemetery, and Kyle's just standing there in a cowboy hat, and I'm outside of my car with the camera, and he's doing all these doing all these poses in front of the Bellingham.
What is it? The angel eyes.
The angel.
They call that. Yeah. Some statue that kids in Bellingham like to go and spook each other about.
Exorcism of an Angel.
Yeah.
All righty.
Sat by a river to talk to my God. But the devil came up in me, guess I picked the wrong one. Thank the Lord poured for that farm boy. He tried to warn me. That I need an exorcism, but it won't be for free. I was talking in tongues, saying, share everything. I spoke of prophets, but the wrong kind, I think. They took me down to a preacher who said to me, son, what have you done? You read all the wrong books, don't you see? The knowledge of good and of evil is not for you, it's for me. He poured holy water on me, said, devil be gone. But where could he go when God and the devil are both one? He put his hand on my forehead, said the name of the Christ. Light of 10,000 suns was blinding my eyes. I saw Buddha and Christ and all of the saints. Sweet Lord Mahavishnu was calling my name. Preacher thinks it was a failure, but I disagree. The demon was really the ego inside of me. In other times you may have called me a saint and not a freak.
Woo!
Thank you.
Exorcism of an Angel. Hey, that was real nice, but what also was real nice is the fact that we got some amazing shows coming up on the scene. So here is a word from the scene. All right. All righty. Now, so aren't those, amazing stuff going on?
I
in
can't.
Bellingham. You
I can't
even
wait.
believe
I can't
it.
believe that show is happening.
I know. Here?
In this town?
Here? Who would have known local musicians would be playing locally? Anyway, you're going to play a song I know that's near and dear to your heart, as well as near and dear to your son's heart.
Yeah, my toddler son, gets into modes where the song we're about to play, which is a Merle Haggard classic, is the only song he wants to hear. And if I stop playing it, he'll have a meltdown, freak out. So in his little meltdown, freak out kid honor, we're going to play right now. First thing I remember knowing was lonesome whistle blowing Youngins dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. Mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, towards the bad I kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried to raise me better, but her bleed night, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Daddy, rest his soul, left my ma a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest. She wanted me to have the best, tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried to raise me better, but her bleed night, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried.
Woo! Good old
Mama
Merle.
tried.
Good old Merle, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, I really like Rainbow Stew. That's one of my favorite ones.
What's that from? Do you know that album? Probably not.
No, I don't know the album.
Okay,
I know
I'll check that out. Rainbow
it's by
Stew.
Merle. You never heard Merle? You never heard?
I
Rainbow
might
Stew?
have. I just forget the title.
Oh
But
boy, watch out, Tex.
mm-hmm.
Don't know what Rainbow Stew is.
You don't know who Brian Wilson is.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
He's like, why does he need to know that, right?
Just moving in the world, you know.
I don't know that, but I do know who has an infinite amount of knowledge, and that is Dr. Clay and his friend, Mr. Ghost. All right, we're back here. Man, that Mr. Ghost, he is something else, I'll tell you what. Oh, man. So I know you love that tune, the Merle Haggard tune that you just played. But what is a song that everybody else likes that you just don't get?
Ooh.
And anybody can feel free
There's
to chime in.
a few of those.
Brother Cody here has a lot of opinions.
So some song that like everyone likes,
Yeah.
I can't stand is, and no one better start singing it. What's the song? Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, I'm with you there.
It's long. It's awful. It's made frat bros. And people sing it loud and off key. I can't stand it.
One time I was carnying over at the Omac Stampede selling spiraled potatoes in college.
Hell yeah.
And I had to go to the bathroom, so as you do at the Omac Stampede, you go into the bathroom and just see that it's filled to the brim in this outhouse.
Yeah.
I got out of it and enjoyed the nice August air of Omac, Washington, and I hear in the stadium right after the Stampede. You guys know about the Omac Stampede down there?
No.
Oh no. Well, that's for.
It's like a running of the bulls kind of thing.
Oh yeah. But we'll talk about it
version.
later.
Okay.
Off of all this.
Sure,
yeah. And I hear them sing "Don't Stop Believing," and I just remember that.
Was it Journey?
Yeah.
Holy
they're
shit.
singing it. They were singing it in the stadium. It seemed like 10,000 people singing it at once, and I'm like, I hope to never relive this moment. And since then, I've relived it in my memory a bunch of times. But
what I'm curious about Cody Coombs.
yeah, what's a song?
What's
everyone-
your version of that? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope. He says the whole genre.
Yeah.
Everything off of Music Row. He says.
Yeah, I don't want to get into hating on modern country, but yeah.
It's very easy.
I just heard this reinterpolation is the term they're using when they jack a melody from a song. The reinterpolation of Country Roads Take Me Home by Machine Gun Kelly and Jelly Roll.
And what I love about it is that we're seeing a resurgence of the sample era, right? Remember how sampling was a big thing when we were kids? Everybody.
I guess. Yeah, I know.
took the
So when you have a massive artist
Yeah.
and the label's like, well, we'll pay for the rights to.
Yeah.
You don't have to make up a melody. We'll just jack John Denver's
and
melody.
I used to make fun of my parents for being like that, and now I'm like, oh, I get it, 100%. Seeing all the songs you used to know being hijacked by another artist. But we got another tune here, right?
Oh, yeah. All originals in the.
This is we are in the original home stretch, folks.
That's right.
This tune is called "I Cried," right?
Oh shit! No, it's not.
No.
I'm sorry. I should have given you updated.
Oh,
I
thank you.
switched the Dusty Jesus and I Cried. So Dusty Jesus next.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't need any of the information. I'm only the host.
You got. You got to be ready for anything. This is part of the training.
Dusty Jesus.
Dusty Jesus.
So now
Hell no.
We
Yeah.
have a few. We have a few tunes here that have to do with spirituality. Are you a man?
I am a man of spirit, if you
Yeah,
were.
yeah. Or a man of spirits.
Yeah, perhaps spirits. Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely am I partake of spirituality, meditating, and reading of holy books from various religions. But yeah, I'm pretty heavily influenced by Hindu culture and thought,
Very cool.
whatnot. But yeah, it's all good, you know. They're all kind of saying the same shit, is what I've come to realize. So yeah, like conflict between religions, that's just stupid because they're all talking about the same shit, really, you know.
Yeah,
That's my opinion on it.
Well, all right, Dusty Jesus.
All right. In an old forgotten corner of an estate sale, stumbled on a treasure I knew so well. Beneath the old frames where the memories were stowed was a faded old Jesus in that dusty abode. Dusty old Jesus, weathered and wise, in the eyes of a Savior are billions of lives. Don't you rest now, you got more work to do. I sure as hell need some help too. How many tears have run down facing you? Tears of sorrow and tears of joy too. Help that old man till the end of his days. Did you melt all his fears with your loving gaze? Dusty old Jesus, weathered and wise, in the eyes of a Savior are billions of lives. Don't you rest now, you got more work to do. I sure as hell need some help too. Through the years he's weathered the storms, witnessed the trials, endured all the norms. From that estate sail my humble abode. Will he stay with me till I'm just bones? divine. The old dusty picture that'll always be mine. But I'm gonna stay self-fine to my cherished prize. A symbol of hope where love never dies. Dusty old Jesus, weathered and wise. The eyes of the Savior are billions of lives. Don't you rest now, you got more work to do. I sure as hell need some help too.
All right. Dusty Jesus with no resolve.
No resolve.
I saw you want to resolve it, though. I saw that in your hands. You did.
I did not
you
want
wanted
it.
to.
Nope, no, sir.
You wanted
Nope.
to. Hey, we all give up
Yeah.
the goat.
You even asked me immediately before I
We
played
all
it, too.
give up the goat sometimes, and that's all right. And speaking of giving up goats, that's a bad segue.
Yep.
Beth Bishop with Old Women, Old Music. All right. Wasn't that some good stuff? You wouldn't have known about that unless you watched this show.
Good enough for Grandpa, good enough for me,
Grandpa,
right?
It's good enough for me, baby. You are darn tootin' right. I'll tell you what. Tell me about the next song you're gonna play, Kyle.
All right, this next song, this was our first ever single. And yeah, so it's on streaming services everywhere. And yeah, it's all about being okay with being a little vulnerable in this world. Vulnerable. That's a weird word to say.
Like a little bit like golf.
But yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah. So, but yeah, it's about crying. And yeah, it's okay to cry. Did you know it's okay to cry? Boys to cry?
Have you listened
cry,
to
Cody?
a Cascade Cody song?
I think you told me you nearly cried today or yesterday or something, right?
I picked up
about
a
that banjo.
I almost had to. I had to
Yeah.
leave the store, man. Thing was
Yeah.
nice.
So I know I'm kind of flipping it and
Yeah.
asking you questions, but do you consider yourself in touch with your
Definitely.
feelings
Oh, yeah,
and all
big
that? Hell yeah. Yeah, real men cry. What do you think, Cody? Real men cry? Yeah, all right. Just making sure everyone's okay with crying. You cry, Sean? I'm crying right now. Yeah.
I cried. Kyle Alan Hobbs and Kyle's Cosmic Country Band.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I once called that black-haired beauty a devil. Thought I had to say those hurtful things. I could not help but to say how much I loved her. I never knew the hurt that it would bring me, because I cried and I cried. How could she do this to me? Now that I'm older, I recognize that I was part of the problem, but I will never apologize for saying I love you. Sometimes I struggle to keep my heart open. See some folks do these awful things. I could not help but to read off the headlines, even though I knew the hurt that it would bring me, because I cried and I cried, soul crying out to be free. Now that I'm older, I recognize that I am part of the problem, but I will never apologize saying I love you. to give away my love so easy. But I got the kind of heart it won't listen to me. I cannot help but tell someone I love them, even though I know the hurt that it will bring me. Because I cried, and I cried, soul crying out to be free. But now that I'm older, I recognize that I am part of the problem. But I will never apologize for saying I love you.
I will never apologize for saying I love you. Break that down a little bit for us.
Oh shit, man. Well, yeah, I'm a lover, dude. And I think the first time I fell in love, I was like in kindergarten, right? So I always fall for them.
You
real
fell
hard.
in love in kindergarten.
I mean, I don't remember her name, but I've always felt
so in love.
real deep.
Yeah.
You know, felt deeply about. Yeah, exactly. Whatever her name might have been, but just more of the idea of, that I'm always, I love the folks in my life very deeply, and there's a lot of, going back to that boys don't cry idea in our society that and that extends to men talking about their feelings in general, expressing their love for each other.
Right.
And and many times as far as the relationship thing go, I've been the one in the position to say I love you first.
Nice.
Doesn't
Nothing
always
wrong
work.
with that.
Doesn't always work out though. doesn't always work out when you don't get it back, But
have you heard a Cascade Cody
right?
song?
Yeah. So, but with some growth, I've come to realize that it's like, but fuck that shit. It's like if I feel that way, I can. Sorry, I'm cursing like that.
No,
but
you're good.
But you ought, if you've loved someone, you should say it. And so that's one thing I won't apologize. Right. I will apologize for being clingy and insecure and
weird.
Being a little bitch.
Well, I want to be clingy, insecure, and weird about that little lick you gave pretty early in the song, Brother Cody.
Yeah. Oh, Brother Cody.
You did
ripping
something.
It.
What did I do?
Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah.
you pull. You do
No.
it again. Do it again.
Oh, I was making my steel cry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Not the most beautiful thing you've ever heard.
It's
though?
like a sexy theremin.
Oh yeah. It's like a theremin if it was listenable.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, this next one, I'm probably gonna join you in the chorus.
Hell yeah, please do.
Sing
Yeah.
a couple of lines.
So this
with
next
you.
one's this one of my favorites to play a lot of times because I get a big reaction on a lot of people because a lot of folks can relate. So this one's about the wonders of modern medicine, and I like to call it pills. Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's start over. You know how it goes? All right, here we go. This is the real one. That was the fake pills. The fake ones.
I felt
the
like a
dealer
headache.
sells you.
This is gonna be the
here we go.
aspirin.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When I started my life, I was happy. I'd run and play with my friends. But now I am old, and my body hurts so, and I can't run and play with my friends. Now I know that it's part of getting older, and these bodies are not made to last. And I want to be free, but my back's killing me. And what's the worst that can happen, I asked. So pills, 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 every day.
Every day.
I've got pills, pills, pills on the way. Nancy said just say no, but my doctor said so. So I guess I'll go all the way. Got pep pills to wake up in the morning, sedatives to sleep in the night. Got pills to relax, to help me focus on a task. I've got pills to scare away the fright. Now I know all they say about addiction. These pills bring me to life again. And it's all just dopamine pills, puppies, or caffeine. And who's to say who's neurodivergent? So pills, 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 every day.
Every day, every day.
I've got pills, pills, pills on the way. Nancy said just say no, but my doctor said so. So I guess I'll go all the way. Every day now. I've got pills, pills, pills on the way.
On the way.
Nancy said just say no, but my doctor said so. So I guess I'll go all the way.
Yes.
Pills.
I love that song, man.
Thank you.
That's that song is I think one of my favorites.
It's a true story.
That a contemporary writer has written.
Thank you. That's a
in
very
today's
high
music.
Very high compliment. I appreciate that.
I really do enjoy that one.
That's the next single to
I
come
like
out.
all your songs, but I love that one.
By the way, that's the next single coming out. It's nearly finished.
Do you have a date for that?
No,
Oh.
because I'm.
We just recorded it, right?
I got to zip. Well, no, I know. We just gonna We're gonna take the multi-track, the dub, overdub of the pedal steel. Hopefully, we did it at the same tempo. I don't know, but even if not, we'll just warp it or whatever.
So how does a song like Pills come to be, and where do you think the commentary of such a song plays into the bigger picture?
So a few years back, 2020, actually moving up here to Washington from the state of California, I got an injury, a herniated disc, L5S1, and yeah, it squeezed that bitch right out, and that's right down there near a whole bunch of nerves. Well, you know, spinal cord is basically nothing but nerves, but basically, yeah. So I had to have back surgery, this whole thing, and I've been taking grips of pills every single day ever since 2020.
Oh my
So it's
God.
2024. I don't know how many I take. I've got like the old people pill dispenser thing, 3 times a day pills. So I don't know. I probably take like 12 pills a day at least.
Oh my goodness.
You know, that's on a good day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's, you know, pills.
That can't be easy on your.
Maybe not. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Working on that one. But yeah, so one day I was in the morning, and I just poured all the pills in my hand I was about to take, and I just thought to myself, pills, 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 every day.
And we actually just recorded that single. We recorded, we got a few surprises on that.
Yeah,
record.
exactly. There's some little tiddly bits, some little stuff in there for y'all. That's what's taken so long. It's like the little minor details, but I think it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But
we got one more here tonight.
one more here. Yeah.
Love Thy Neighbor. Tell me about this one.
Yeah. So just I guess to finish off the theme of kind of my views about religions, but this one's just kind of about hypocrisy within religion, but in particular folks who claim to be religious or spiritual people acting really selfishly and kind of dickishly in the world, and how me not being able to square those two things, so that's what it's about. It's called Love Thy Neighbor.
Love it.
Love the
Love
song.
Thy Neighbor. Call Alan Hobbs. Follow him on all the social medias,
Yeah.
as well as these fellas right here. Cody, you on social media?
It's got
You
a little Instagram,
thing.
But yeah, check out Kyle Alan Hobbs. That's the handle on Instagram. Or also Kyle's Cosmic Country Band. That's where I post stuff specifically about the band. But it's all the same. It's just different incarnations of.
And you're also the newest member of Cascade Cody and his unpulled bootstraps.
Yep, I'm an unpulled bootstrap.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm a bootstrap. So
he plays bass in our band. And
Yep.
we're having a gay old time.
Truly.
Not a grand old time.
No.
A gay.
Yeah, definitely.
Super gay.
Yeah.
Time.
Definitely. The Hank Williams gay, but yeah.
Alrighty.
There
We
we
love
go.
you, Kyle. Here it is.
Cody, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Say your Lord is full of love. Well, I don't see it rubbing off on you. Love thy neighbor as thyself. I guess they're just words that you read in a book. As long as you believe, it doesn't matter what you do. I must say I disagree. Love unites us endlessly, it's true. A man came with a message, but it got all gnawed and twisted. And some people turn that love into hate. Well, I don't know much, but it seems to me that you hate inside your heart. This next Sunday when the preacher reads, why don't you take heart, Mr. Coombs? Say your Lord is full of love. I don't see it rubbing off on you. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Yes, they're just words that you read in a book. As long as you believe, it doesn't matter what you do. Well, I don't know much, but it seems to me that you hate inside your heart. This next Sunday when the preacher reads, why don't you take heart?
Love thy neighbor, and we love you. Thank you so much, Kyle Alan Hobbs. Thank you for bringing your band with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
We appreciate you. This is Grand Olde Time in the Space Age. If you're interested on being on the show or part of this, contact booking at Space State, right? Booking at thespacestationlive.com. Yeah. Is it .com or .bit? You're confusing me. Booking at thespacestationlive.com. All right.